Hi, welcome to my book folding guide. Now, book folding, if you've never seen it before, literally it is folding pages in a book. Now, a friend of mine showed me a book last year and I fell in love with it. And so since I fell in love with it, I wanted to share the inspiration with everybody, because now that I've learnt the technique, I've discovered it's not as difficult as it looks, and you can do so many different things. And so what we've done is we brought out some products for book folding. You have got pattern books, so we do a series of pattern books, and we also do a CD-ROM. Now in this video I'm going to explain all the stages because it can be very confusing, and sometimes you end up with words, or letters I should say, upside down. So hopefully this guide will help you get the right words and the right letters the correct way. So to get started, you need to have a look at your patterns. So for example, I'm going to have a look in this one here. So this one is believe word, and this is my pattern. And you need to look at the first line. It'll tell you the fold. So that's telling you what fold it is. Now what I'm going to do is have a look at the end. Just here, it tells me that to do this word, I need to fold 273 times. Now to work out the size of book I need, I times that by 2 to end up with how many pages. So for this pattern, I need to make sure that my book has at least 560 pages. So you need to remember that one fold equates to 2 pages. And if you forget that, don't worry, because in each of the pattern books we have a little key, and also on the CD-ROM there's a little key explaining it. So now that I know how many pages I need, which will tell me how many books I need to get, so I've got my book ready. The top tip is this: you would normally read a book this way and it's faced up. What I'm going to do is rotate the book so the spine is facing me, and then I'm going to start with the top cover. So I turn it over like so. So this is very important that you remember this is the way that you're working, because this will keep the letters the correct way up. So if I go to the pattern that I want, which is this one, which is believe. Now don't forget, if you get the CD-ROM, the patterns, you can just print them off exactly the same. So I'm going to start with fold 1. Now to do this you do need to have a ruler and a pencil, and we've actually got these new flexible rulers which are great because I have a tendency of breaking them, and you have got the centimeters on one size. Now it says on my pattern that for fold 1, mark 1 is 7.2. So all I'm going to do is line up my ruler with the left hand side and find 7.2 and make a little mark like so. And then what I'm going to do is the next one, it says mark 7.4. So keep your ruler where it is, and then you're going to find 7.4, and that's it. So that is one of the marks, and that's the second on fold 1. So then I bring that forward like so, and then what I tend to do is then tick on my pattern so I know which fold I'm up to. So the next one is fold 2. Line it up like so. 14.2 is my first fold, or I should say mark, sorry. And then the next one is 14.4. So there's 14.4. And then before I lift my ruler off, I'm going to tick that I've done that fold. And there you go. So what my top tip is, go through the book. I tend to do maybe 20 or even a strip at a time. I tend to mark all the sheets that I need to do, and then once I've done that I fold it. Now to fold it, you just bring it forward, all your sheets. You're going to get your ruler and line up your ruler, okay, this is very important, to the right of the mark. So then you get your piece of paper and you fold it up to your ruler like so. Okay, now you can use a bone folder, you can use your nails, but just to recap, this pointy bit is the most important part on your fold, because this is how you get your letter. Then I take my ruler, line it up to the left side of my mark this time, and I get my paper and I'm going to go as far as I can to get that point. So there you go. Now if you find your paper hangs below your spine, you lift that up a little bit, and there is my first part of my letter. Turn that over, so I've done one, and then you repeat it. So you do this all the way through your pages. Line that up like so. Remember, you need to put that crease at the top. If your paper overhangs, lift it up. And then you do the other part. Fold it over like so. So you're putting it to the left side of the mark, and then you're going to end up like this. Now on the CD, plus also you find on my website, you have step-by-step clear instructions on how to actually go through it all, and exactly what I've just shown you, and also it shows you some of the finished items. Now, as well as doing it like so, what I will say to you when you've done it, if I move that out of the way, can you see I've torn out some pages at the front there? You do that last. So because this book, to do this one, this is one of those coloured books, can you see? It says you and me. There was extra pages, so you just divide the pages between two, and then you tear them out after you've finished. So hopefully I've explained it correctly, and you can have a go and happy crafting.